Good.
So before we get started, everybody, don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment, go ahead and hit that noti bell when you want to get your precise timing of our podcast. But again, don't forget to do all that, and let's get to the show. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with another edition of the 1, 2, 3 Count Wrestling Podcast, formerly known as the Three Not So Wise Men Talking Wrestling. You can find us on YouTube. You can find us on Twitter and Instagram. You can find it all in the descriptions below. And while you're there, make sure that you check the notification bells so you can get all of the content that we bring. Make sure that you hit the subscribe button so you can always see our beautiful faces. Make sure you hit a like. Make sure you comment. And we have a lot to get into. We are going to be reviewing AEW Revolution. We are going to be talking about Raw, Vince McMahon, and we're playing another game of Guess That Wrestler.
Yeah, baby.
So how are you guys doing today?
Doing good.
Pretty good.
I'm not too stressed out, adulting. What did I say? If you're an adult and you're not tired, you're not adulting, right?
That is true.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't have kids, and I had a week off, so I am feeling fantastic.
That's good.
I'm in the middle.
All right.
But we're going to hop right into it. On Sunday, AEW had their Revolution pay-per-view. I was watching it in the movie theaters. I ended up falling asleep for part of it just because I got comfortable. Fell asleep to a lot of stuff.
Yeah, those new movie seats.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't play.
Too often about Revolution.
Ooh, that Revolution last year was good. I think this somebody topped it.
Yeah, I'm actually heartbroken because I missed it live. And I'm still catching up. I got work, so I wasn't able to really get into a lot of it. But been seeing the highlights, been looking at the news and all of that, seeing what was going on. And
it was hype all night.
Yeah, and that's crazy because this was probably one of the pay-per-views that people actually weren't looking forward to.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the bill was.
Yeah, the bill.
Where was it?
All for MJF and Daniel Bryan, honestly.
Yeah.
Man.
The tag team title match was just, the build was just, what the fuck? Samoa Joe.
But what happened after that tag match?
Ooh. Yeah.
Ooh.
The Wardlow one with Samoa Joe, it was just.
I walked away and I came back and it was over.
Jericho and Ricky Starks I was just ready for that to be over. And
this was on first.
A lot of people, no, it wasn't on first.
Well, it started the show.
Yeah. So the thing that I'm looking at doesn't have them in order.
Oh, okay.
The Elite versus the House of Black had barely any to no build whatsoever.
But the match, it was match of the night.
Let's just go get it started. The first match to come on was Chris Jericho versus Ricky Starks. The Jazz Hoes were supposed to be banned from ringside.
Showed up anyway.
I mean, Sammy Guevara is just a squirrely little worm, so of course he would be the one. I really liked the match. It was a really good opener. I obviously don't do the play-by-play, but yeah, Ricky Starks really got to show like why I believe we should change the whole four pillars.
Yeah. We said Ricky was gonna be a new pillar.
Yeah.
Very good match. Painless. Wasn't too bad. Not the best opener for a pay-per-view that they had, but it was pretty up there.
Yeah, I mean, what other match? I mean, technically they probably could have had Jack Perry versus Christian. as an opener, but at the end of the day, it's good to get Chris Jericho out there because Chris Jericho is, as much as I say he is a succubus, he is the most, what am I thinking of? Decorated person, which I honestly still think they need to change his theme music. I know Jericho wanted to do that, but Tony Khan wouldn't let him. But it's annoying. Okay, I'm not going to say annoying, but it's annoying.
Go ahead. Finish saying what you're saying. No. Finish saying what you're saying.
Sings his song like the whole time. It takes away from the fact that he is a heel and slightly takes away the shine of like the faces that he wrestles.
Okay.
I can see that.
I can see to the fact that fans singing to the idea of what is supposed to be a heel taking away shine. I agree with that. But I will argue that would be the smart choice for right now. Because right now, it is still over.
Oh, yeah.
And because it's still over, to just switch that, change the whole dynamics of everything. Because right now, it's not even Chris Jericho that's over. It's the song. Right?
Yeah. But just like Daddy Magic said, don't give them what they want.
Yeah. But with that, even though it may take away some of the light from the stars, he's not working with superstars. He's working with up and comers. So that also adds to the magic that is Chris Jericho. So when they do get over, it can catapult because they're not singing it because they love Chris Jericho. That song is just over. When the face comes in, Chris Jericho was getting booed, the crowd is getting cheered, and when the face wins, the crowd is loving it. And it's not because, they just had, they had this great story, because honestly, the stories that he's been in a lot lately ain't really all been that great. But when he wins, when Ricky Stark wins, it's Ricky Starks beating Chris Jericho. It was like Action Andretti beating Chris Jericho. Just the fact that Judas is there adds the notch to that belt. Like, it's great to beat Chris Jericho, but you're beating the Judas Chris Jericho. Because out of all the Chris Jerichos there is, it's like, okay, you could beat the Lionheart, you could beat the Painmaker, you could beat, you can beat all of these Jerichos, but now the constant over the last 4 years is you beat the Judas Jericho. He comes out to Pomp and Circumstance and you just shut all that down. You look like an amazing wrestler.
Yeah. Like a star.
Right. Unlike Jungle Boy's theme song, which is just annoying. God damn it. It is. And it's over and I don't get it, because that song was a one-hit wonder that people got tired of in the 80s.
So I'm currently.
Now it's back.
I know, right?
Loses TNT title 2 times in 2 days, constantly, because I think it's hilarious.
Hot potato.
I don't care. It's time.
We're not talking about that yet.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
So obviously we're just going to go back to Chris Jericho and Ricky Starks. Chris Jericho hits Starks with Floyd after Squirmy Wormy comes out, but Andrade's English.
Too many Andres.
Yeah.
Came out with a mean tackle.
Yeah, man, he came out of nowhere. I was like, oh.
Sent him back, and then Starks hit the Rochambeau.
Rochambeau.
Go eat some food somewhere.
I don't think that's what he called it.
No, I don't. I don't even think that's what the Creole saying is. Yeah. It's probably something about eating, but it ain't that.
But yeah, he ended up hitting it, getting the 1, 2, 3. Ricky Starks can now finally move on to greater and greater things.
Oh, one thing. I want to shout out to the film crew for them, because WWE has this thing of it ain't there until you see it on camera.
Sure.
So you may see somebody running through the crowd and you hear all the noise, but everybody is supposed to act like it don't exist. So when it comes out of nowhere, the way that it looks on camera is that it came out of nowhere, right?
Right.
AEW is starting to learn that, because it happened with Action Andretti. It happened with Jungle Boy when they just did it with Brian Cage when he hit him on Dynamite.
They done Takeshita and MJF as well.
Yeah. So them learning that little magic trick is an added tool that makes it more enjoyable on TV.
Oh yeah.
Honestly, it's something that we don't really notice, but them adding that, every one of those moments were exciting. Because it ain't like you done seen them, like, even they did it once with Ray Phoenix coming to kick. Oh boy, I can't remember who he kicked, but they literally did not show. But everybody in the audience saw him running out to do that kick, but we didn't see it. But we done seen them several different times. Them having the camera and you can see somebody in the crowd, or you can see the spotlight hitting towards some area.
Right.
Yeah, but that little thing makes wrestling more enjoyable for us at home. So I do want to give a shout out to them learning. We haven't had that many sound quality issues over the last couple of months, even though sometime last year they was having it. But
constantly.
Yeah. And I was like, that was 3 years in. You should already have it in order. But that I can't remember his name. The new guy that if memory serves me correct, there is somebody that they put in the back area to worry about the filming and stuff like that. I can't remember his name.
I don't remember the name either.
Yeah, but he was supposed to when he was supposed to take over for Kevin Dunn or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
He left WWE a couple months ago.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
Wherever you are, good job.
Yeah.
So you guys can keep going. I'm trying to listen to make sure if Adam Cole is going to be returning tonight.
Oh yeah, we are filming this on Wednesday, people, and it's not AEW time. I know that we normally do it later in the day, so sometimes y'all get to see us and our surprises, but we don't. We're doing it early, so y'all not gonna see any of that. Y'all won't get us being distracted too much by what's happening on Dynamite.
Let's keep going. I know, looking at the clock.
Yeah, I know we good.
Yeah.
But do you know what the next match was? Because I don't have it in front of me.
I think it was Jungle Boy and Christian Cage.
Well, we could just go with that anyway.
Yeah, we could.
It was hopefully it was a nice little bookend to their series of wrestling matches. I'm still going to say that Jungle Boy's sister looks like an older version of Ruth from Ozark.
Okay.
I mean, it was the last burial match, or the final burial.
Final burial. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever. The glorified casket match, which technically they said that they would have to cover it with dirt, but Jungle Boy never did. So technically the match is still not over.
I don't think Christian was going to go for that.
It was, I mean, I saw the Undertaker thing where they had to rush everybody out to put dirt on them too.
Mm-hmm.
But The match was fine. Jungle Boy is still over. Still doesn't need to be a pillar though, but he finally got his comeuppance against Christian, and I forget how many the match. They fought in the ring, brought it up to the top, used some chairs. Christian took a mean concerto.
Oh man.
Whole top of the back of the head.
Yeah. My favorite part of the match was when he took his belt off.
It's just
and then he was like in front of his mom and sister. He's like, "This is what you should have done to him." I was like, Christian, too good.
Yeah.
Too good.
He ended up pulling an edge spot.
Oh yeah, with the shovel.
Puts the pipe in someone's mouth. He did that, I believe, with the chair.
No, it was with the shovel.
Okay, with the shovel.
I was like, I'm off her looking at that.
But yeah, that's how you curb stomp somebody. Threw him in a casket. And out of nowhere, the thing just dropped.
Yeah. Taz was like, damn. I was like, I don't think nobody knew that was gonna happen.
Right. Yeah. Like when I was like, boom.
Like, what?
Okay.
Undertaker grabbed it and pulled it out. I don't know what's going on. Kane.
All of a sudden, he's gonna show up as a new member of the Brood.
Yeah. All right. Question.
Answer.
Do we really think that this is the end of this?
Man, that seemed like a blow-off match.
It definitely seems like a blow-off match. I'm hoping it's a blow-off match.
Yeah. The reason why I asked is because we still have unanswered questions from this fucking story. Where the hell is Luchasaurus?
Oh, he had surgery.
Okay.
So, and he's more than likely coming out with a new mask because he got a cease and desist. A cease and desist. Yes, whatever. About his mask because the creator of the mask was like, oh, you can do it for indie events, and then got butthurt when he went to AEW, which I don't understand.
Like, about 3 years too late.
With that, and then also you're getting your mask seen on TV. So right. People ask him, where did you get his mask? He can refer you to them. Right. Now you're just burning the bridge for no fucking reason.
Yeah. In the music industry, a lot of producers do that. But I don't get it because your work is being put out there, and I understand that you didn't get paid top dollar like a lot of these people that do it for big wrestlers. But right. This is your journey. You probably, one person probably will blow off a producer, you know? So this guy blew up on your mask. Even if he's not stating it on TV, guess what? Fellow wrestlers are asking, where do I get that at? Right. You know, Ray Phoenix probably wanted to do something with the type of mask that he had, but now you're dealing in bad business. And so people ain't going to mess with you, and it's going to put an end to it. So you need to stop it. Yeah. But see, I hope that AEW pulls a WWE Vince McMahon style and just drop this story, leave it where it's at. Yeah. Luchasaurus could come back as a completely different character or a completely different dinosaur. He could come back. He could be Lucha Dragon. Like, he could do something and act like ain't none of this ever happened.
It's like Lucha Dragon is actually somebody, but go on.
Yeah. Is it though? Is there a Lucha Dragon? I know there's a Dragon Lee.
There's a Lucha Dragon somewhere. They gotta be.
Man.
It's too good of a name.
I know, right? But there's an Ultimo Dragon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love Ultimo Dragon.
Love him too.
I used to use the Dragon Sleeper.
Man, that move is amazing. I used to do it all the time too. That move, man, I love that. But no, yeah, come back and act like ain't nothing this ever happened. Just don't deal with Jungle Boy for the moment. And then when it's time for you to rehash that with him, then you can come back after you've already been established. Just come back.
He's going for the world title and he's about to win it.
Yeah, and then Lucha Dragon stops it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And you can, and this is one of the rare times that you can pull the jealousy card and it works. Because you know, it's been a minute since we really had that. Like it was kind of like that with Christian, but it wasn't, because it was Christian just being an egotistical asshole. And so yeah, you could do it.
So Christian did say that he was sitting at home and he heard Jungle Boy say that he wanted to win a singles title, and that's what made him return. So maybe this whole plot isn't done just yet.
Man, I'm praying that it is, because it's just y'all are okay. One of the things that they're doing is layering. If that is something that is happening to continue the story, that's a layer, an unnecessary layer, because we don't even have answers for them previous layer. It's just shit just slapped on. Like, okay, that paint is lime green, and then you throw black on it, and then you realize that the green is bleeding through the black, and then you try to put white on it, and now you got all these mixed ass colors, and it looks a little gray, so you want to put taupe on it, and then no, you need to stop it. Let's finish this. Let's scrape the paint off and say this is this, and then we'll be good.
Yep. The next match we're going to talk about was the match of the night.
Oh yeah.
The Elite versus House of Black.
I like that Joker. Yeah, that's awesome.
But for the trios championship, like I posted it on our Twitter. I was like, for a match with like very low build, it was going to be a banger. And they did not let me down.
No, they wasn't.
Just,
man.
Okay.
Is because of this match, I want to see Omega versus Malachi Black.
Yep.
Or Omega versus Buddy.
Yeah, Buddy. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Handicap match.
Yeah, I am about to walk back some of the things that I said, because I said that I didn't think that it was going to happen. It was too soon, and I'm glad that they did, even though I still feel like it was a little too soon. I do look at it and say they put it on a group that I can honestly say really is a group. Because when you think of the Elite, there's so many different iterations.
Yeah.
In just the 3 years time, the 4 years time, there's the Cody Rhodes Elite that had Adam Page, MJF. Then you got them when they was breaking up, and you had Young Bucks versus Hangman and Kenny Omega. So the Elite didn't really feel like the Elite, and then y'all kick Hangman out of it, and then the Elite is Bucks, Nakazawa, Brandon Cutler, Jay Lethal coming in Jay White coming in every once in a while. Like it was a lot that goes on with it. So even with them waiting, one of the biggest issues was that they don't have a legitimate trio. The House of Black is a legitimate trio, and them putting it on that and putting it on a team that people think that they should dominate until they start building up that trios division, I think is worth it.
God, it's weird because I had a dream, and I forget who I was talking to. But I was talking to I was like, yeah, my cousin on my podcast, we were talking about how the trios division needs to actually have a trios division, and how the tag division needs to just focus on the tag division. And oh man, who was the person I was talking to? And they were giving me some sound advice in my dreams. Motherfucker. I know somebody too. Oh well.
But whoever it was, I hope he was powerful and he just shared the dream with you. And then, he sees this podcast and says, oh, that was the dream. We need to get these people. Yeah.
That was me.
Yeah. He's talking about me. Oh, we're in sync. We need to get him to AEW. Yes.
And then I will keep my opinion to myself. Yeah.
We making a name on being honest, having some integrity.
Oh no, I have integrity. It's just there's still some pettiness within AEW. Like this one talent, granted, he did put it on himself. Got an opportunity to wrestle for AEW Dark, decided to decline it, posted it on social media that he declined. And then the person who I guess goes and finds talent to be on AEW Dark decided to chime in as well. And the other guy was like, I hope this got your dick hard responding to me like this, blah, 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 blah. So he's probably blackballed from AEW now. So
yeah, but and I'm going to say this with all due respect. Well, let me ask this: was what the scout said, was it a little egregious, or did it just have a little bit of sass in it?
A little sass.
Okay,
it was very sassy.
Okay, and then I'm going to try to preface this as safe as possible. Was this talent scout ever actually an athlete?
Yeah, he wrestles for AEW.
Okay, so yeah, I was about to say if he wasn't an athlete, there's no reason for for not being professional. Should he kept it professional? But if he's a wrestler, yeah, you deserve. I mean, you knew who you was talking to, you knew who you was talking about, and
he just said just got offered AEW Dark, had to turn it down though. I don't cancel bookings, maybe next time. And then the booker guy was like, "Come on now, fam. No one ever asked you to cancel anything. Never asked anyone to. You asked for an opportunity, you decline, and that's cool. Don't flex on here, fam."
Yeah. Okay. I kind of got an response. Yeah, that is a reasonable response. And so him saying, "Oh, I hope that made you a digger." Yeah. Okay. I mean, there was a little bit of sass on the talent scout, even though the person came out just said it. But if a person feel like it was flex and he didn't just call you a douchebag, I hope that made your dick hard. It's a douchebag response, and that doesn't ever end well.
Mm-hmm. Somebody, shit, my toe scared me real quick. Somebody got a hold of him and was like, "Hey, you might want to cool it."
Yeah, because wrestlers talk, right?
Yeah.
Because he might even mess up an opportunity at WWE.
Everybody talks and everybody listens, but somehow the truth always comes up missing. Word to the dude, Drake. Right, I'm done with that one. Going back to what's most important, though, Revolution.
Yes.
The final combo that they put, I believe, on one of the books, amazing. That knee, like I'm digging that, dubbing that the All Might's knee.
Clean.
Talking about the one he did to Julia?
No.
The one that happened to that one was a clean one.
Yeah, that was clean too.
Yeah, that was nice. I mean, we don't
one of the Jacksons.
Oh, okay.
Or yeah.
We don't condone domestic, DV.
Yeah, domestic violence, but in
the ring.
Yeah, Kenny Omega said equal rights. Rights equal knees.
When you on that ring, you do get subject to stuff, and you sign up for it. So
hell, even Maria I need to stop messing up these names. Mike Bennett's wife got super kicked during the last AEW show, Dynamite.
And so, I like that.
Yeah. Plus Maria Maria Bennett. Yeah, there we go. Words. Why can't I get it together either? She's always like, she's a hidden talent from WWE Diva Search days. Like, her portrayal when she first got to WWE is not what it is now.
Mm-hmm.
Talked about this in the past, how she is a diamond in the rough when it comes to actually not knowing anything about wrestling, but figuring it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm liking AEW starting to lean towards indie, because those are indie spots. Even though we got Rhea Ripley wrestling against men, those things, them taking bumps, being the vulnerable ones in the situation, is the hell of an indie spot. So if men start wrestling women on AEW Dynamite, I, as a proponent for the advancement of women, would love to see it, because
I would love to see
all of,
Morgan throw some motherfuckers around.
I
yeah,
was just about to say.
no, because and think about it. The wrestlers that have that indie background knows how well that works to the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
So them getting their ass whooped a lot is amazing. The spots that they give them are amazing, especially when they're like great wrestlers. So it can be fun.
Well, the one thing about like intergender matches is that most of the time it's the men who are the most knowledgeable and or a better base. Like, I'm not saying that women aren't strong, because they definitely are. They're a lot stronger than men, but some of them can't distribute their weight and don't know how to base correctly. So that's why you'll see some things that just don't look right or seem like a botch. When women wrestle men, the women can just get flipped around. If they don't have the right rotation, the men can always spin them around.
Yeah.
Easier. So,
Yeah.
and it makes everybody a better worker. It makes women a better worker because they get the experience with someone who can actually perform moves that they want to do and they can test it out. It makes men a better performer because it has to teach them a different way of wrestling. Like,
Yeah.
you can wrestle a woman, but you still, like, I wouldn't advise throwing punches or anything. So it's trying to figure out a way to still wrestle without a lot of physical aggression, like saying in a way.
Yeah. No, and that it makes a lot of sense, you saying it from that perspective. From the fan perspective, what we see is, I'll say it like this. A lot of times, like how you said about the women basing, some things come off looking a little botchy. So so fans look at that and be like, this ain't a great wrestling match, not understanding the nuance. But whenever a woman wrestles a man, because of what you said, it looks unbelievable. A lot of times it just looks unbelievable. And then if you get a woman that is willing to take dangerous spots, it amplifies everything, because even though we know that it could be safe in a sense, there's still an element of risk. Yeah. So it's really like, so to see it just takes it to a whole new level. And in all honesty, I think that it should be that. And if you want to get a woman over, like get a woman over and have her wrestle a man, have her eat some of his punches. So she just looks like an animal in the ring. Like, no selling, just makes it looks good for a woman. So, I mean, for people, period. But yeah.
Grab a fist, bite it.
Yeah.
Spit to their face.
Yep.
Jade Cargill for TNT and TBS champion.
Yes, that works. Get it the fuck off of Wardlow and Samoa Joe. If the person that we think is gonna get it gets it, then we might want to hold off on it. But
yeah.
Man, that would be amazing. And continuing her streak,
right?
That'd be amazing, because Jade Cargill is the number one champion. Period.
Time out real quick. Can you hear my dogs?
Yes.
Hey, please be quiet. It's only going to last for like 30 seconds. But yes, House of Black, always bet on the house. The house always wins.
Yes, sir.
They are your new trios champions.
Oh, I did happy dance and everything.
Me too. I let everybody in the theater that I was with. It's like, yeah. Woo.
So happy.
Now we're going to go to TNT Championship match. Samoa Joe versus Wardlow. This boy needs to stop driving his motorcycle. Yeah, I don't understand this match.
I don't get it either. I
get why they would put it on Samoa Joe is because it's still going against that whole, oh, you cut my hair and that symbolizes my dad. I'm not saying that it doesn't, but that's just kind of for me, just a weak storyline.
Yeah.
And we've been talking about this for a couple weeks now of them hot potatoing. And we were talking about this when it came to Sami Zayn and with Sami Zayn, not Sami Zayn, Sammy Guevara and Scorpio Sky.
Yeah.
Sammy Guevara.
Hot potatoing the title between the two of them.
Yeah. Or Sammy Guevara and Cody Rhodes. Or Darby Allin and whoever, Scorpio Sky. Or Darby Allin and Samoa Joe. I mean, this is something that we just been saying. And honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, I think that it was they really intended for what is his name? Oh my God. Buddy
Matthews?
No.
Brody Lee.
Yeah, Buddy Lee. I didn't want to say the Brody Lee. Yeah. I didn't want to say the wrong name. But Brody Lee, to hold that for a minute, I think he was really gonna make it legitimate. I think that them putting on Cody initially was was it Cody initially?
I believe so.
Yeah, Cody initially. Yeah, I think that was a good idea. I think them putting it on Brody was a good idea. And I think them there was one more person.
They put on Miro.
That's exactly what I was about to say. Miro was a good idea. And because it was really like they had it for a second. It wasn't even like it was back and forth, but
first run with the TNT title was a good one as well.
Yeah. But and I think it was after Miro that they started doing the hot potato stuff.
Yeah, so with the Darby.
And Scorpio Sky.
Yeah. Or was it Sammy? Sammy is there somewhere.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Darby. He win it from Sammy. Win it from Darby too.
I would have to check, but
yeah, you have to double check that. But yeah, them after Miro, it was just hot potato.
And honestly, this match didn't really need the TNT title. Like, they're just doing the triple threat all over again, but just the singles matches.
Yeah, and that's why I think they wanted to. It's just horrible because honestly, I would have said keep it on Samoa if you're planning on dropping it in a couple of weeks.
They could have just had. I know they don't do DQs that much, but have Samoa Joe lose, but by DQ.
Yeah, because it's not going to help. Because we know. Okay, let's get to what's next. Because if it's what's next, it goes into exactly what I'm about to talk about.
The Gun versus Jay Lethal, Jeff Jarrett, and I don't like Danhausen and Orange Cassidy anymore. I get it. Like, as a character, they're cool and all. but they could have had somebody better. Like Aussie Open, Top Flight,
Shit, the other best friends.
Butcher and the Blades, the real best friends. But I think, because if you watch Dynamite, what's his name? Trent was not happy about Danhausen and Orange Cassidy being in the match. Like you can see on his face. But they've also been setting that seed since the Trent Orange Cassidy match for the All Atlantic title.
Right.
So I feel like they're slowly setting the seeds for them to break up, which I'm totally for. Call them the ex-friends.
Yeah.
They don't hug each other in the ring, they just middle finger each other.
Mm-hmm. You gotta get the people what they want.
For the time, the Guns and Triple J were working together. They had Dan Cassidy and as like the running joke for most of the time. Orange Cassidy was out there just being Orange Cassidy. I'm actually, granted, besides for what happened at the end of that, I am happy that they did not put it back on the Acclaimed. Because as much as I do love the Acclaimed, I don't know if it was just too many people in a match, but it just wasn't clicking for me.
I think that it was more so the fact of the seriousness was offset by the comedy. Like it should have been a legitimate tag team in there. So
it should have just been the Guns versus the Acclaimed, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have just had them run it back.
Yeah.
Have the Guns win.
or if you
with Keith Lee and Swerve in the Acclaim with the Guns, that's an actual story.
Yeah. And what I would say to that is that if it was a real tag team in there besides them, it would have added a little bit of tension, because you would feel that if they just for some reason put it on if they would have put it on Lucha Bros, it would have been like, oh, I could see it. I understand that this story, because then their story turns into a blood feud story, because now they don't have the championship to worry about. And then you still put it on them. And I understand that what happened at the end matters, which is why you would have did that. But the idea that, because nobody knew that they were coming out, the idea that the Lucha Bros or the Best Friends or
Aussie Open,
yeah, it would have made more sense, because you can see them legitimately winning, even though you may not be happy. But we know that Orange Cassidy and Danhausen.
I would have threw a BF, like the Karenest of Karenest BF. And for those who haven't seen White Girls, the pitch fit. If Danhausen and Orange Cassidy would have won. Triple J, fine, whatever. They're somewhat of a tactic. And I mean, you cannot go wrong with Jay Lethal or Jeff Jarrett.
No, you can't. No, you really can't with them. Like, you can see that. Like, even if they won, if they would have won, it would have added an element of fuck y'all, because look, we said it and we did it. And now you got them beefing with the Acclaim and the Guns of what's going on. And then y'all could have ran that triple threat back. Or you could have had FTR come out in the middle. If it was 3 legitimate tag teams, come out in the middle, cause problems for everybody while the ref is down. And one of those team wins, and it just adds to the fucking story, because y'all don't do it too much. If that was something that y'all did every tag with the surprise come out and the distraction and the ref is down and all that, it would feel cheap. But this would have been one of those times where it would have been like, FTR's out in the ring. oh shit, FTR done took down the Guns and the Acclaim, and they're fighting Jeff Jarrett, and like it could have, yeah. So, but okay.
But the Guns ended up winning and retaining the titles, which I think we all guessed that.
Yeah.
And then that said the second best thing about the night.
Oh yeah.
All of a sudden, FTR's music hits. Everybody in the theater started getting up on their feet, just let's go. Setting the stage for
that was me.
FTR versus the Guns. I'm calling it now. Supposedly, the FTR has a long-term deal that they've already signed. But the way to milk this is to still have a champion versus career match.
Oh yeah. That's
okay.
Fair.
Yeah. Yeah.
They said it's all a story anyway, but
hey,
might as well put that in there anyway.
Yeah.
Still tease it, because I mean they've been the blogs, the dirt sheets, the clean streets, the mean streets, all the streets have been like talking about it. You've had Dax have like some alcoholic beverage with a WWE paper underneath it, like setting seeds. So might as well just do you want a shot at our tag team titles? Put your careers on the line, because they've already careers are dead, right?
Yeah.
So yeah,
that works.
Y'all have anything else about the title or the tag team title match?
I got nothing.
Nah, just trying to figure out how Dax got busted open. But
me too.
I was like, wait, we bleeding?
I was like, Dax is trying to pull off his best.
That's the best Moxley.
Like, and speaking of Moxley,
oh my God,
Texas Death Match was probably the most disgusting match of the night.
I was sitting there. How long was this match? That's where I felt like forever.
It really did feel like
it was almost half an hour, 24 minutes.
Like,
good God, I'm sitting there like the whole time.
One of my friends, they're wrestling fans, and they had some of their non-wrestling friends come over to watch the pay-per-view. Uh-oh. And the whole time, like, they're watching this match, it's like...
yeah, that match, I would not show that to a casual fan.
Like...
They wouldn't understand it.
They wouldn't understand it, but it was also...
gruesome.
Much.
Yeah, they went.
Like, Walmart chairs.
I don't remember I don't remember ECW being this extreme.
They weren't.
Exactly. I was like,
especially like, honestly, I know I'm going to sound like a stick in the mud. Some people will say that I will slightly sound like Cornette, which I agree with Cornette on this sentiment. Too much blood. I get it, it's a pay-per-view, but Moxley bleeds so much that it's just like, all right, what's the over-under of Moxley bleeding? Oh, 2 minutes is a match. And like him using the fork and like,
yeah, that fork spot, I was like, I gotta walk away. It's too much.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, because this is Moxley. There's really not much I can say. Every time Moxley is in a pay-per-view, this is what you should expect. Think about the whole thing with the JAS, the Black Club Pool, black them guys, Blackpool Combat Club, them and that match, and everybody was drenched almost. I mean, to even the point that the iconic moment was Eddie Kingston coming down with the gasoline with all that blood on him. Like, that was an iconic moment. But with Moxley, this is what you expect. And so it's really, I can't say that as much because he's not catering to me. he's catering to one of the GCW type fans.
True.
So he brings that element on pay-per-view events, which makes people want to tune in. But that particular,
who even do it on a Rampage?
no, but it's never it's never on 11. Like he does it so much that Moxie bleeding is a 1 because it's an everyday expected thing.
Yeah, that's true.
When he gets on the pay-per-view, expect 11. Like and that is to really get the GCW fans. The one is to get the old ECW fans that just want to reminisce on it. Oh, this is a lot of blood. This is good, man. I miss this. And then when they see it on pay-per-view, they're like, oh, this is a lot. But he's not catering to you no more. He's catering to you on Dynamite. He's catering to GCW because those were the people that paid good money to see him do that stuff. Mm-hmm. And they will pay good money to see him do it wherever he goes. So one of the beauties of AEW is that they
give the fans what they want.
And it goes from everything from the sports entertainment to actually technical wrestlers to the strong style. Like they encompass everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the beauty of them. If they can just really get their stories down and understand what earning it is for a lot of the stuff that they do, and do a value cost initiative to try to see what would be valuable, because sometimes not giving the fans what they want is more valuable than actually giving it to them. We see it with Sami Zayn on WWE, because not giving it them just added to the story of the bloodline, and it also allowed for Cody and Roman to be a legitimate type of story.
Yep.
So if they would have gave Sammy what everybody wanted in that moment, it would have been great, but the stories that come after it wouldn't work.
Yeah.
And I mean, it could possibly work because Cody is fucking amazing and Sammy is fucking amazing, but the buy-in that the fans would feel with Cody versus Sammy is a hell of a lot different than Cody versus Roman. And it's a hell of a lot different than this whole Usos versus Sammy and KO that is about to happen. So they're learning, and that's the beauty of them, and that's the magic of them. But once they get this down, it'd be amazing. But this is what you expect with Moxley.
Yeah. He ended up bringing some bricks into the ring. I wish they would have had a spot where like one of the bricks was breakable, I guess.
Yeah.
And broke it like over their face.
Yeah.
That would have made more sense.
Or ones that actually exploded to dust.
Yeah.
He hit him so hard it exploded to dust. Like, yeah.
He ended up giving him a curb stomp on the
the bricks, yeah.
The bricks.
So I was like, Seth will be proud.
Hangman gave him a dead eye on the barbed wire chairs.
Bro, I'm just sitting here like, no, both y'all got kids at home. Yeah. What is y'all doing?
One, I hope Jon Moxley is able to like go on an extended vacation. Not that I'm like, yo, you need to go on a vacation, but the fact that he wanted to go on one, but after everything with the
this man on the show tonight,
like, yo, go away.
I love it. Yes. All right. With all the love and the respect and the admiration for everything that you do, Jon Moxley, go home.
Go home.
Go home. Get some rest, damn it.
Go play with your daughter, please.
Could you please let your blood recycle?
Oh, wait, no. He's on the match tonight, actually.
Yeah, damn it, Moxley.
Yeah. But Moxley ended up tapping out after Hangman hung him, which
ironic.
They better do that for me tonight. Say that,
man.
Yeah, I was thoroughly grossed out by the match, and I was just happy that it was over.
Okay. Question.
Yo.
Does Jon Moxley need to win the championship again?
No.
Absolutely not.
Does he need to win it anytime soon?
No.
Okay. And I'm about to put a timeline on it. Would you be straight if the next 2 years Moxley just doesn't win a championship?
I can see him winning the tag teams eventually, but I also no.
Okay. The reason why I asked this is because I believe Moxley has worked himself up to the point where he doesn't need any validation. He doesn't need any added accolades. He just needs to continue doing what he does. And with that, we will love him forever, right? Like
blood feuds.
Yeah. And so that brings, and I'm going to ask this later. I'm going to ask this later, but think about it. Is there, how many wrestlers do you feel don't have to win a championship ever? And we can talk about that after everything is done, but I just wanted to pose that question to y'all and just think about it.
That's definitely a hard one. But we're going to go to the AEW Women's Championship match. My girl, Jamie Hayter versus Ruby Soho versus Saraya, whatever. Tony Storm was out there.
Mm-hmm.
DMD was out there. Britt Baker. So we had a decent match. The gist of it, Jamie Hayter won with a schoolgirl. And then after the match, Ruby Soho decided to join Saraya and Tony Storm, which I guess if you would have looked closely, you would have saw that her hair was green.
Yeah.
So I was like, there's a little clue right there. But also when she joined them, she didn't in particularly look happy about it.
Yeah.
Her demeanor was very off, per se. But nonetheless, the ladies had a great match. Happy Jamie Hayter won. They can still set up for Jamie Hayter. Well, they're going to wait a long time now that they just turned them face. But Jamie Hayter versus Britt Baker, they still have that.
So got Jamie Hayter versus Thunder Rosa whenever she decided to come back.
Well, Thunder Rosa still isn't clear to wrestle, but she will be doing commentary for the Spanish announce team. And supposedly she was there at a show a few weeks ago, and they had a little meeting to like try to clear the air. Going on. So hopefully they all get yourself settled.
All right. And I'm going to say this on them. Ruby, this is your shot. You have to make the AEW fans feel something in this run. And I'm saying this with the most respect because I love every wrestler, even when I don't get them. But if you don't make it, you tried to be a face and it didn't work. Now you're a heel. If you can't make people if you can't make people hate you, you can't make them love you. And so if you're not making anybody feel any type of way here, and I mean, I'm saying this as fair. I want you to go all in because even though I keep saying I don't get it, I'm rooting for you because I want to get it. You intrigued me with this story, being in the middle, them fighting for your custody. You chose a side. You chose a side. And all you need to do right now is give in. Join that dark side. I saw the reluctancy. Where all of the boos actually means that you're doing what you're supposed to do, and we love you for it. So give in. Give into that dark side. and you will have fans forever. I'm sorry. I had to say
Oh, no.
Sound like Kane trying to tell Daniel Bryan, give in to the hate.
Give in to the hate. No, but
hell no.
Yeah.
We had the 60-minute Iron Man match that actually went 67 minutes.
Whoa. That wasn't the main event, right?
Yeah.
That's so we're missing the ladder match.
No, that was on
Dynamite last week.
Dynamite.
That was on Dynamite? Fuck, I could have sworn that was on Dynamite. Everything is blending. ADHD just has everything running together.
Which, again, they should have had that be like championship week, where our girl, Jade Cargill, the TBS champion, the #1 champion in AEW, has a damn match.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, cool, she don't have something set for Revolution. Y'all gotta set something up for that Wednesday show.
Yeah.
Works. Give us what we want. We want Jade. But no, the ladder match was on Wednesday.
Thank you for reminding me.
It was Action Andretti, Sammy Guevara, Commander, Hobbs, Takeshita, Ortiz,
Eddie Kingston.
Kingston.
All right. So because
real quick before the main event.
Yeah, just real quick getting it out because that goes into what I said about the whole Samoa Joe Wardlow thing. It didn't make sense for you to put it on Wardlow just to put it on Hobbs later because we all agree that Hobbs is about to get this, right?
He better.
Yeah. So
Wardlow's about to lose his title 2 times in 2 days.
So it made no sense. If you would have kept it on Samoa, you would at least have the people thinking that maybe this is still going to be Samoa. But we're still playing hot potato. And I hope for the fact of the TNT title. The Ricky Starks win builds him closer to the TNT championship, and Hobbs hold it for a minute as that story builds.
Mm-hmm.
Because that should be the only person to really beat him right now because Hobbs is on the run. So let's make that the thing. But not don't make it where it's a thing next week. Yeah. Where Hobbs win this week and then you throw it on Ricky next week. No, let this build. This is a pay-per-view event. Okay? Yeah. Hobbs and Ricky is
pay-per-view storyline.
Man. And not back and forth and they keep winning over each other. No. You might want to cause some disqualifications, Ricky jumping in and all of that, just until you give me what I want. Do what you did with CM Punk costing MJF, saying that this will be every week until you give me what I want. And we could build a story off that. Because that was perfect.
That was.
Well, so Double or Nothing, which is their next pay-per-view, is in May.
Mm-hmm. You can do that. We can wait a month and a half of a story building.
Yes.
So yeah, you can let that build. Tony. I'm pleading with you. Tony has done it again. I want to say that. When this happens, I want to say Tony has done it again, and it feels good.
It feels good.
Yeah. Yes. That's what I want to do. You do it every pay-per-view. Do not blow this load too soon. All right.
So
now we get to the main event.
That the Revolution ladder match made me really want to see Takeshita and Big Hobbs in a match.
Yeah.
That could be the following week.
Yeah.
Like this is all you done build it to where people want to see Hobbs go against other people, even if they know that they're not going to win. But Takeshita, I won't say it won't be the following week after Hobbs win because Takeshita needs to get another W. Like he still his win-loss record is still kind of So,
but he does have everybody on his side. Like
yeah,
he was going for the ring. Everybody was on their feet. Like everybody, it was either Takeshita or Hobbs that people want to win. Which Takeshita had an awesome Blue Thunderbomb off the ladder.
Mhm.
Commander was just doing some crazy shit.
This man ran it
across the ropes,
across the ropes. Man, I was like, "Who is this guy? And where can I see more?"
Didn't he run the ropes a little bit before doing the 450 on the ladder?
Yes.
How? I don't know. But
Freddie tried to kill Sammy Guevara, and then Sammy Guevara was just an idiot and tried to kill himself.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Even let Takeshita let Hobbs have it for another week before you give that shot to Takeshita, because everybody is going to root for that. But again, that will be a situation of not giving the people what it wants, and that will pay off for you in the long run.
I honestly think Takeshita is about to feud with Kenny Omega.
Ooh, yeah. Because Don Callis.
Yeah.
Yeah. I see that.
I'm definitely down for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that can be after he loses to Hobbs. Because people are kind of expecting to see this. If Hobbs win the championship, everybody's going to say Takeshita has to go for it. You let him lose, and then you let Don Callis come in and do all this little talking stuff, and then, he turns him down, and Kenny Omega, you don't turn down the Elite or whatever, however you want to go about that. And then that builds that story.
Turn him into a young boy.
Yeah.
Look, I just want the Book of Hobbs to be an actual book. Please.
He just writes names in it like the Death Note.
Well, that, and I want it to be long.
That's Chris Jericho's thing.
No, that's
the list.
This is the book, the list, the lexicon. The lexicon of Le Champion. That was amazing, even though it was only a short time.
I was like, I forgot about that.
Yeah, it was only like one time. It was a one-time gimmick, and it was just like that was nice callback. Changing the name, it was on it.
But we then had MJF versus Bryan Danielson, 60-man Iron Man match.
Ooh. This was a wrestling match.
You said you didn't finish it, so I didn't know if you've seen this match.
No, I didn't see all of this match, but I know the outcome, and yeah, and I'm okay because I've only really seen the highlights.
You would have been mad at the end of there. The original ending. That was pulled the same thing where they did with who was it? Was it Jericho and MJF?
Mm-hmm.
Where they gave Jericho the win.
Yeah.
Even though MJF won the first fall.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, it's a tie? Tie goes to the champ. Tony Khan. Nah. We ain't ending like that.
It was Bryan Danielson. Jesus Christ. Got the first fall. And then to get his get back, MJF hit him with a low blow, which he did it right in front of the ref. So everybody, I was even confused. I was like, bro, that's a disqualification. It's a disqualification. Yeah. What are you doing, ref? And then he just counted 1, 2, 3. And I guess he just pinned him again. 1, 2, 3. I was like, ref, that's a disqualification. Nah. But then they ended up fixing the situation and putting it
2-2. Yeah.
I was like, all right. Jesus.
See, they really be trying to give my man's problems, man. It was 2 wins. Those are 2 wins. It shouldn't have been 2-2. I mean, he did it in front of the ref, and the ref decided to just let it play out. We done seen that a couple of times.
Because what he should have did, he should have rung the bell in between the disqualification and the pin.
Yeah.
Otherwise, people would have been confused.
Because they were like, yeah, it's going to continuously go. I was like, well, usually they ring the bell, but this person has 1 fall. And then they'll give it maybe a 5-second breather. All right, now we're back on it. Instead, immediately.
Depends.
See, they be trying to play my man. No, nah. But I'm glad that he didn't do the super heel shit where he spends so long away to where he's just, I'm gonna get one win and I'm just gonna run and hide type shit. So
no, he was already down.
Yeah. So that is amazing because I said if they would have did that, that would have been a horrible thing. But this adds another notch to his belt because he showed that he can actually wrestle.
Like that one tweet that I retweeted. It's like, yo, I don't want to hear nobody say that MJF is boring. MJF can't wrestle. MJF's not a good heel. Shut your mouth.
Yeah.
I see what he did to that kid.
Yeah.
People is mad.
Oh, yeah. People are mad about that.
Oh, no. People were mad because I posted on Twitter that MJF is one of the greatest heels and welcome to the showbiz, kid. Why are you saying that? You don't do that to kids. No.
Yeah, you don't do that to kids if you're a face. But if you're a heel, that's exactly what you do.
Hey, if you're watching this, get closer.
Yeah, I'm listening.
F those kids.
That's my favorite saying, baby. But no.
Like that kid, all right. He even went to go backstage.
Yeah, like he
got them at Hobbs, got backstage, got some free merch.
Hold on. And let's say this. He could have also been a plant.
No.
Nah. What do you mean, nah?
The way that people were that were there that were tweeting about it, they said that the mom was super angry. But she didn't look super angry to me, though.
No, she didn't. That's what I'm saying. Like
she handed him the cup.
Yeah, she handed him the cup, and then when she did it, she was like, oh. That's not anger. And please believe, I've seen angry moms. I've seen angry black moms. I've seen my mom. She would have came at him.
Choked him up.
And just because y'all are tweeting because y'all see that she's angry, she could be a plant with her son, because this was a moment that he really wanted, could have been a plant, and she could have just been playing her part through the match. Because in the press conference, Tony Khan just tried to skirt away from it. Oh, yeah, we had a conversation.
MJF, why you do it? You look thirsty.
Man, that was amazing. That was amazing.
I gotta watch this video.
You gotta watch it. He said he looked thirsty. Next question. But
he was going off on Dave Meltzer.
Oh yeah, he was on his head.
And that whole thing of him talking about him being one-dimensional, that was Suplex. Black TikTok, YouTube personality that talks about wrestling. And he did the video talking about AEW seems like it's getting boring, and since they put it on MJF, and we talked about it on the podcast about I let you listen to it when he's talking about he was formulated. That was Suplex, and so when he got on in the press conference, he was like, "I am not one dimensional. This, that, and the third, and everything." Right?
Mm-hmm.
People would be like, he could have really been talking about anybody because a lot of people said that he's one dimensional, right? Well, what happened was Suplex said, well, I guess he heard me. One of the people got into the comments, well, one of his people got on TikTok because he posted on TikTok, like, this is what he said. And it was like, oh, you really think that he listens to you? And then he showed a comment of MJF responding to him, said, good, remember that, you mark. Meaning that he was really listening to Suplex. But MJF is fucking phenomenal. Even if he didn't really listen to him and he just saw the engagement, him jumping into like, good, you mark, is perfect. So I do want to say that MJF actually wrestling, it made me feel good because that was the worry. Like, he could just continue to be super heel, even though, I already said he has depth. His story runs deeper than just him being a heel and everything. But him actually wrestling is like, this guy is the one.
Yeah, he definitely the one.
Let's put a pin in this. I forgot to say. Christian wrestled in a turtleneck.
Yeah, I saw that. Oh, the ultimate asshole.
And Wardlow beat Samoa Joe with his own finish.
That's true.
Yeah.
So
put him to sleep.
Weird. Okay, pin back in or taken out. Let's see. MJF had scored his third fall with like 20 minutes left. No, I guess they didn't have the clock on the screen. They just had it like showing periodically.
Yeah.
What they should have called it like every 15 minutes, like 15 minutes has elapsed, 30 minutes has elapsed, 45 minutes have elapsed. Something like that, so the crowd knew. Because like obviously we all knew that it's a marathon, not a sprint. And within the last like 15 minutes, that's when shit really started popping off. With 20 minutes left, MJF got the third fall. With 10 minutes left, that's when Daniel Bryan got his third fall. So everybody just like, yo, what's happening? What's happening? What's happening? They both got busted open, which is fine. MJF got his devil horn.
Yeah. Him saying that in the press conference was amazing. Because man,
I gotta watch this.
You have to watch it.
I usually do, but I didn't watch it this time.
It was just okay. Continue because we'll get to the press conference.
Again, with MJF calling out Dave Meltzer, he called him out on camera, like, "Yo, is this gonna get a 5-star, Dave?"
It's after he threw the water on the kid.
Yeah.
Oh wait, speaking of that, the mom, the shirt she had on.
Ooh, yeah. That you pointed
on a Bebe shirt. I was like,
I think didn't the kid have on a Adam Cole shirt too?
Yeah, like under the Orange Cassidy jacket. Yeah.
So, the whole plant thing might be a little shum.
Leading to the story of the return and Adam Cole going for the championship.
They already going at it, him and Britt.
The way MJF got his third fall though was very ingenious. Like he had grabbed onto the ropes and then tapped out. So Daniel Bryan thought that he had the champion or had won the fall. Didn't happen. MJF ends up getting the fall. Then
smart.
It ends on a tie, which I don't know if everybody was silent or everybody was just booing.
Everybody was booing. on TV, everybody was booing.
I was looking like, as soon as it happened, I looked down at my phone because I was live tweeting during the whole thing. I was like, oh, there's 20 minutes left. This ain't done. And like some of the people were starting to leave. I was like, hey, there's 20 minutes left. All right. I might want to sit down.
Like you've never seen a Marvel movie?
Right.
The credit's over.
Oh, look at you doing the Lord's work, making sure people stay.
I mean, sometimes, I care about the people.
Wow.
Mark the time, mark the
date.
He said, mark the time, mark the date.
The medical crew brings out the oxygen for everybody, which I was just like, oh, that's cool. Daniel Bryan's up and just...
Oh, yeah, he ready to go.
Let's go. And I'm like, yo, Daniel Bryan is another type of beast.
Yeah, he is.
Then they have another like 7 minutes of a match. MJF ends up hitting him with the oxygen tank afterwards and makes him submit. Like,
a bell lock.
Yes. Honestly, when I was watching it, I think it wasn't even like, it was still in the midst of when they both had 2 falls or whatever. I was like, it would be funny if they make Daniel Bryan submit, and that would be like the last fall.
Yeah.
Happens, puts him in the label lock. He tries to get out, and eventually he just has to tap out. First, I thought he was going to pass out, and MJF tapped out.
So you saying this man went 75 minutes against DB, 65. DB and made him tap?
Yep.
I don't want to hear nobody saying nothing about this guy can't wrestle. Nothing.
That is amazing.
Nothing.
That is amazing. Oh.
And he keeps saying he's the best in the world. I said something else coming here.
I honestly think Adam Cole is going to be his next person.
Yeah. He ain't gonna win, unfortunately, but
yeah. That'd be a good story to put Adam Cole in, just coming back.
Because he was mentioning a lot of people during the press conference. He mentioned Adam Cole. He mentioned his Punk. I think he mentioned Moxley.
Mm-hmm.
He mentioned the Four Pillars and how
he mentioned Punk.
Yeah,
he did. He was talking about who is best, who's running the show. He's like, it's that whole not Moxley. No, it's me. I'm the fucking show. But he was calling out people names. He was calling them out by name.
Okay, I'll pull up his media screen right now. Watch this. Wait, what time is it?
Yes, please.
Okay.
No, please do.
I'll watch it after Dynamite.
Anything else we need to talk about Revolution?
I mean, we just still need to explain the magnitude of the press conference of what MJF was doing. He was out on crutches talking shit.
I did see that.
He is out on crutches talking shit. He said that the devil, he was like, I am the devil. Woo, got my horn growing in. Look out. Like, oh, he was on one. He said, can't nobody touch him in the ring. Can't nobody touch him doing promos. Can't nobody fucking touch him in the press conference. Like this tape. Duh. He was on his shit. And I swear to you, him doing that, I'm gonna say this. Him doing that is amazing. And if for some reason Tony Khan drops the ball and MJF makes it to WWE, on a whole nother level. Especially with how uniformed and everything that their press conferences is. Man, he could be the next Stone Cold, honestly.
But he just
going to get Triple H, huh?
Won't be able to cuss as much.
No, in the press conference, he's letting it out. He's gonna let it out. Look, they're not gonna air it. You're gonna see it on YouTube or something, but
it sounds like a rap song on the radio.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but he was man, he was amazing. All right.
We are going to mix it up a little bit, and we are going to play a game called Guess This Wrestler. Okay.
I already don't like this game.
So
hey, look, you got light work today. It's me.
We get 5 wrestlers. We get a number of facts about the individual. Each person guesses how many guesses it's going to take them to figure out this person, and whoever does it in the least amount wins. If they need all of them, it happens. But
just for clarity, we're doing it like name that tune.
Yes.
He's gonna say we got all of these, and I say I can guess it in 5. Chris says 3. I tell him name that because I don't think I'm going any less than 5. But yeah.
So that's how 5. After last week, you think I'm going any less than 5?
So, right. Audie, how many guesses do you think it's going to take for you to get this superstar?
I'm doing 5.
Chris?
7.
Okay.
7. All right.
Boy, stupid over here.
Yeah.
All right.
That's y'all gonna pull out this WCW nonsense y'all did. Let's go.
Whoa. It's not nonsense. You know the lineage. If you don't know the lineage, you can watch it on WWE TV. They got all the documentaries.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay. This guy was a member of the LWO.
Okay. Oh, you're not gonna get that one. You're not gonna get that one. All right,
go on. I thought he said NWO at first. I was like, okay, I got a chance. What the hell is the LWO?
This superstar in mid 1999 joined Master P's No Limit Soldiers.
Okay, I should know, but that one was close because 99 they were already losing in the ratings, and if memory serves, I gotta guess, but we
Okay.
Go one more.
This superstar was the last WCW Cruiserweight Tag Team Champion.
Was he cruiserweight?
We're about to walk away.
All right, okay. Oh shoot, I know who was. He was the last cruiserweight champion.
Cruiserweight Tag Team Champion.
Oh, tag team champion. Hold on. See now that gets a little more obscure because they it wasn't something that they always had. They tried to introduce that later. So, okay, that's guess 3, right?
Yes.
Give me number 4.
He began training to be a wrestler at 8 and became a pro at the age of 14.
All right, I'm gonna use one guess before I get to my final.
Okay.
All right. Just because I remember, and I'm walking through it, just because I remember back in the day, and I'm giving Chris a little bit of history lesson. NWO gotten so big that they had their own little subdivisions. Like we had the Hollywood NWO, then they had the Wolfpack, then they had the Latino World Order. So this is a luchador wrestler, right?
Okay, that's what I was thinking.
Right. If memory serves me correct, didn't they have like an Italian wrestling, Italian World Order or some shit like that?
IWO.
Yeah, it was something like that.
I think the FBI was full-blooded Italians. Yeah, that's
full-blooded. Okay. All right. My one guess before I get to my final. I'm going to throw out the one that I'm more certain of. I'm going to say Conan.
Nope.
Okay. All right. Now I got to go into my Rolodex of who was in the, because, okay, go ahead with the last one.
All right. So he is a 5-time WCW Cruiserweight Champion, a 3-time WCW Tag Team Champion, a 3-time WWE Cruiserweight Champion, a 2-time US Champion, a 2-time Intercontinental Champion, a 2-time World Champion, a 4-time WWE Tag Champion. He is, again, the last Cruiserweight Tag Team Champion, and he won the WWE Championship 1 time. If you can't tell, this boy has a Hall of Fame career.
Oh, yeah. I don't remember. Okay, I'm guessing just because I don't remember. Oh, shit. Oh, no. What? I got 2 people. All those accolades, a lot of that happened when I wasn't paying attention to wrestling. Like, there's a lot that I remember.
Hey, give me one.
Okay, no. Okay. Okay. I'm going to go. Oh, shit, because there was 3. I'm going to go with, oh, fuck. I don't really. Was it Eddie? I'm going to say Eddie because I think he was, because the other one, I don't think he was in LWO. I'm going to say Eddie Guerrero. Okay. Yeah. Then it was shit. Okay, go ahead.
All right. So
he got 2 guesses before he gets to his final.
Let me see. Where do I want to go with this one? He's wrestled for CMLL, AAA, New Japan, WCW, ECW, Lucha Underground, and WWE.
Lucha Underground. I heard that in a minute.
Okay.
I gotta get one guess, right?
You get one guess before you get to your final. Yeah.
Skip it. Rey Mysterio.
Correct.
Yeah. I didn't think Ray was in that Latino World Order. I couldn't remember.
That's when he had his mask off, right?
No, he lost his mask because of the LWO, because he didn't want to take off his shirt. And the NWO was like, you got to take off the shirt, blah, 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 blah. That's what led to the mask versus whatever match. And that's when he lost his mask.
The giveaway, and that was my second guess. But when you say he won the WWE Championship one time, Eddie and Ray.
Well, no, see, he won the WWE Championship and then lost it to John Cena that same night.
Yeah, so he did it one time. But Eddie did it one time, and I was like, damn, they both. Yeah, I don't remember Ray being in it though. Like, okay, go ahead.
I'm gonna give you the other things that it was. His former ring name was Colibri, which is hummingbird. He was a heel. I found out Rey Mysterio was a heel before. But that was heel. He was in the group, the Filthy Animals.
Yeah.
Filthy Animals, yep.
He went 62 minutes in the Royal Rumble and won, and he received his name from his uncle.
Who was he tag champion with? Because I don't remember.
For what?
The WCW Cruiser tag. Hitman. God, I actually remember that now. Wow. I forgot he teamed up with Kevin.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. We're to our next one. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
What a boy, baby.
We have 9 guesses. So, or 9 facts. Okay. So, Chris, how many do you need to figure out this character?
I'm gonna go 4. I'm feeling confident.
All right. Woo.
Okay. That was a shout out to my ego, so I'm saying 9.
Oh
yeah, no, I'm milking this one.
That's fair.
Let's see. He was scouted while teaching Eric Bischoff's son, karate.
Okay.
Wait, how many guesses you said? 4.
4.
His wrestling gimmick was highly inspired by Muhammad Ali and James Brown.
All right, go ahead.
In WCW.
Oh my God.
He had a dance-off with the one icon, James Brown.
Oh. Was I alive?
I don't remember.
He is an All-American linebacker from Savannah State University.
Let me see them.
That's 3 for him, right?
That's 4.
I didn't get my free guess. I'll take it though. Oh, it's all good. I'm gonna say
you do 2 guesses.
All right, The Godfather.
No.
All right.
Because The Godfather was never in WCW.
Fair enough. How would I know that?
Documentaries. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. What was hint number 2? Was that the one with Muhammad Ali and
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
His character was inspired by James Brown and Muhammad Ali.
Who the hell? I couldn't even tell you. James Brown. Who was dancing in the 90s?
Okay, look. I'm gonna do this one time. Because I'm using all 9 guesses. I will let you give him 2 more guesses. Because the WCW ones it's an unfair. Yeah.
He is a 3-time world champion in karate and a 1-time champion in kickboxing. He also starred in the movie The Wrestler as Ayatollah.
You know, I got an idea, but I never watched the wrestling.
I've only seen bits and pieces of it, but I know it's a really good movie and I want to watch it.
That's all you know.
And he's worked for WCW and WWE.
Okay.
All right, let's give the rest of the questions.
Yeah, I'm out on this one.
He
Tap it out.
went to the training camp for the Atlanta Falcons and the New England Patriots. He is in the upcoming George Foreman movie. And when he debuted Saving Glacier from Mortis and I forget the other guy.
What's his name escaping me? I see him. Okay.
I think.
Oh God.
Yep, that's all the guesses that you guys get.
Oh my fucking goodness. All right. Hold on. He was inspired by
Muhammad Ali and James Brown.
his kickboxing.
He always had red shoes on, well, for the most part. And he told me
no.
Call my mama.
Oh my God. I okay, fuck it. I'm gonna say it. God. Because everything that you're telling me, I shit.
Oh, yeah.
Do you give up?
Tap out. Join me. Tap out.
Is it something Smiley?
Norman Smiley?
Wait, because now I got two pictures in my head. Norman Smiley. No, like, because especially with the, don't do that.
That's the thing. It's the wiggle.
Oh my fucking goodness! I think it was because okay, I'm talking it out. For me, there's only two people that it could be.
Okay.
Norman Smiley is one of them.
Okay.
Disco Inferno is the second one.
Okay.
And I can't choose. And I know I'm probably wrong with both of them. Fuck it. I'm gonna go Norman Smiley.
You're wrong on both of them.
Yeah. Everything was a blur. Okay.
Oh. Stumped him. It's Ernest the Cat Miller.
Oh my fucking God. I can't. Ernest the Cat.
That ain't sound familiar.
He was on WWE and that was what was it?
He was still Ernest the Cat Miller in WWE.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember the years.
But he would always be dancing.
Oh, this guy. I remember this guy.
Yeah.
Looking him up now?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's in the same tier as Disco Inferno and Norman Smiley.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now we're going to the next superstar. So it is one for Chris.
He's wrestling now. He an Impact.
He's not wrestling. He just
He just showed up. Okay.
Yeah. All right. And I'm not going to go with the 9 just so he can just name. Yeah. So I'm gonna take the bullet for this one. I'm gonna do 5 guesses. Fuck that.
And Chris, how many do you have?
7.
There we go.
All right. Hold on. All right. How many did you say?
Said 5.
Okay.
5.
So
Please don't WCW.
he is a manager turned wrestler.
Okay.
Wrestled for WCW, WWE, Impact Wrestling, and had a match in AEW.
Okay.
He is a WWE Hall of Famer. And let's see. Oh, okay, no, that's right. He is a 3-time WCW World Heavyweight Champion, a 2-time WCW US Champion, a 4-time WCW Tag Champion, a 1-time WCW TV Champion. He was the WWF European Champion and a WWF Tag Team Champion.
God. All right. So, said he was a manager turned wrestler.
Yes.
Okay. What was the second clue?
He wrestled for WCW, WWE, Impact, and he had a match in AEW.
Okay. So that brings it down a little bit. So when you say he had a match in AEW, he's had only one match in AEW.
Yes. And he's a WWE Hall of Fame.
And he's a WWE Hall of Fame.
Ooh.
Oh. Hey. DDP.
Correct.
Yeah. 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 Your boy was on it.
How
Huh?
was this match at AEW?
He did a match.
Royal.
You said who?
Oh, yeah, he was in a battle royal.
Yeah.
I remember. Yeah.
The clues were going to be he received a tryout as a WWF announcer in 1990.
Mm-hmm.
He
Wasn't alive.
Huh?
Wasn't alive, but okay.
He runs a successful yoga business.
There you go.
See, that would have been it right there.
No, if you know DDP's story, he started as a manager, but he started wrestling, like he started taking seriously.
Started actively wrestling at 35.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. 35, he was, and think about how long he's been wrestling. Like, that is freaking phenomenal. Which is,
he managed Scott Hall, the Freebirds, Kurt Hennig, and Medusa. And the last one was he was antagonist in Ready to Rumble.
He was. I remember Ready to Rumble. Yeah, but yeah. That played good.
This one's going to really stump you guys. So, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 guesses.
All right, it's on you, Chris.
5.
Oh God! So you forcing me to go 4.
I ain't forcing you to do nothing.
So you want me to let you die on that hill?
Yep.
Okay, I'll let you die on that hill. Let it go. Name that.
All right, let's see.
Oh wait, and I'll say 6. I'm if he doesn't get it, I'm only gonna need one more guess.
He won the worst match of the year at the 2000s King of the Ring, where he faced Gerald Briscoe.
Okay. It sounds familiar.
He's won a lot of titles, so I just grabbed a few. He's a 5-time NWA US champion, 11-time NWA Tag Team Champion, an AWA Tag Team Champion. He was the WWE 24/7 champion.
Oh, Lord.
And he was a hardcore champion.
Hardcore too? Shit. Okay.
Before becoming a wrestler, he wanted to become a priest.
Okay.
He was a mentor and a big contributor to The Rock's development within the WWE and WWF.
It's messed up because I know exactly who it is, but the name is okay. Go ahead, continue. I'm gonna let Chris die on this hill. I'm not gonna talk it out for him.
I'm definitely dead.
He was literally deported for being the first openly gay wrestler. And that's your 5 guesses, by the way.
Okay. Wait, we just talked about this guy.
Yeah.
Well, not just talked about him, but that was his name.
The first 2 clues that I didn't say, you would get.
Oh, what's Cannon?
No.
Damn it.
No, he wasn't the openly gay wrestler. In fact, if memory serves me correct, he just passed.
No, he's passed a while ago.
Really? Okay, because
I think we was talking about the Dark Side of the Ring thing.
Yeah.
yeah, okay. So where's my sixth guess?
Oh, I didn't know if he was done.
Oh yeah, no, I'm
yeah, okay. Because he guessed Kanye. Oh, he didn't get his two guesses, but yeah all right.
It's fine. You ain't got this.
He is a WWE Hall of Famer.
Okay.
I hope nobody.
No.
From 1996.
I am going to. I think I'm getting the wrong name. Because remember, all those accolades just means that he's really old.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck it. Pat Patterson.
There it is.
There we go. Yeah, I was afraid that I was going to get the wrong name because he got into, Pat Patterson and Gerald Briscoe was cronies for Vince McMahon during the Attitude Era, and they actually had gotten into like a little beef with each other. And so they had a match, and it was just two old guys fighting in the ring. It wasn't pretty. But yeah, he also was the one that really allowed The Rock to
be himself.
Yeah, because The Rock was trying to live up to the Johnson name or to like the legacy that he was in, and he was like, "Nah, dog, that's not gonna work for you."
If you haven't watched it, watch Young Rock because there's a lot of.
I was just about to say that. So if I watched that show, I would have got it.
My other two clues was he was the first Intercontinental Champion, and he created the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
But yeah,
I would have knew those anyway. So.
Yeah, but when you said Gerald Briscoe, I knew it was the other guy as soon as you said it because it's like, yeah, context clues. All right, I'm up 1.
2-1.
Yes,
I tied up right here.
So
I'm out of drink.
I have 11 guesses on here.
Mm-hmm.
How many do you think you can do, Audie?
I'm going down my hill. I'm gonna say 4, like how Chris said 4, but I'm gonna get it right.
Audie, how many guesses do you think you can do it in?
I'm gonna say 8. I learned my lesson.
Uh-huh.
This individual has a degree in social science and a master's degree in child philosophy.
I like it. I know. Go ahead.
She is I guess I'm going to say she is a 2-time districts champion in basketball.
Okay.
She is currently married to a former Cincinnati Reds baseball player.
Cincinnati Reds. Okay.
She trained under A.R. Fox.
Okay. So you said that's my 4?
Yep.
All right. So this is how you got to work it out, Chris, right? A.R. Fox. Been in the game for a minute.
Sure.
Right? But in the scope of wrestling, he's still one of the young ones. So the person that is probably going to be here is probably going to be around just a little after the Ruthless Aggression era, right? Okay. Yeah. Especially since, she's gotten her degrees. She got a master's and everything. So that means that she's not part of the Attitude Era type thing because they would have never gave it out. So we're going to have to just knock some of that off, right?
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense.
Okay. And Cincinnati Reds, he could have literally gave me the player's name and I wouldn't know who the hell that was because it's Cincinnati Reds. But that doesn't help there. So that's okay. So those are the 3 of the 4. What was one of the other ones? I said she had a degree. She was trained by A.R. Fox, married to Cincinnati Reds.
She's a 2-time district champion in basketball.
2-time district champion in basketball. So this is an athletic, right? Mm-hmm. So we definitely can't say Bianca Belair because she already married to Montez Ford. Boom. I don't believe Montez Ford played baseball. So did he? Because you said former. You said former. Okay, so yeah. So if you'd said a Buckeye fan, I would have been like, oh yeah, that's Montez. All right. So baseball, right?
Yep.
So honestly, she's going to be probably one of two. She's married a white guy or a Latino guy. So we're safe to say that she's in the same region as one of them. So we gonna put it towards Ace. No, don't be.
Sorry, Ace, you're wrong, and you just took his guess.
No. All right.
I approve of these rules.
All right. Okay. I'm saying all this to say that I ain't got it. So I'm gonna take a guess because the women's division, because what I'm guessing is that it's in WWE, and I am not as versed in the WWE. No. I can't think of a name. I am. Wait. No. Wait a second. Try to throw me off. Okay. He said that he trained with A.R. Fox. Don't necessarily mean that she just trained with A.R. Fox. Right?
Sure.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So there's a possibility that she started with AR and moved on to somebody more professional, like a Bryan Danielson.
That's not one of the guesses.
Fuck it. I'm taking a guess because I honestly don't know who it is. I'm gonna say Jade Cargill. Because then, oh, you see that? You see that?
It is one Jade Cargill.
I didn't know who she was. Where'd you go, Chris?
Agreed.
Wait, Chris. Wait, Chris, come back. Come back. Take this whooping that I'm giving you.
Ain't no way.
Look, and I'm going to break it down. Okay, this is what I'm saying. Jade Cargill, I watched her on The Breakfast Club, and I remember her talking about her degrees. I remember her talking about that, who she was married to. And they made reference of him being a big player. And then the basketball thing was another giveaway. So when I was bullshitting, I was trying to get my ADD in order, so I had to streamline the thoughts. So once I streamlined the thoughts, all of that came back to me. And with the exception of who she played for, I mean, the Cincinnati Reds, everything else was like, oh yeah, I don't remember what degree she got it in, but I know she got 2. Yeah. So, but
the other guesses were. She's inspired by China and Storm from the X-Men. She was 2021's PWI Rookie of the Year. She received a tryout from the WWE in 2019, but turned him down. Mark Henry is her mentor. Her in-ring debut was with Shaq.
Oh my God.
She's reigning champ in AEW, and she is the number 1 champion in AEW.
Good job, Jade.
Yes.
Don't leave. Yeah.
And I'll make sure y'all don't get none next week. I swear to God. I'm picking the most obscure wrestler I can find. Stuff I don't even know about them.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That one was good.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
I think my first guess was luck of the draw, but who was my first guess? I can't even remember.
That was your first guess.
No. I'm talking about the questions. I got Pat Patterson. I kind of knew who that was.
Oh, Jade, Pat, and DDP.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
Right.
No, those. Well, I'm sorry, Chris. None of those were guesses. I thought one of them was a shot in the dark. Nah, they
No, that
wasn't.
Rey Mysterio one was a guess. I want to hear you.
The Rey Mysterio one was a guess that I got wrong. I'm talking about the ones I got right because those are the ones that put me in the lead.
I don't want to talk to you no more.
So we're going to get back into this. Real quick, I'm going to tell you about the card on tonight's AEW. We have Orange Cassidy versus Jay Lethal.
Which is happening right now.
Right on my remote.
We have Top Flight and AR Fox against Jazz Hoes. Daniel Garcia, Sammy Guevara, and Jericho. Ruby Soho is facing Sky Blue.
Of course, Sky Blue.
Moxley and Claudio are facing John Silver and the other member of Dark Order.
Alex Reynolds.
Yeah, Alex Reynolds. Wait, weren't they tag teams before?
Who?
Alex Reynolds and John Silver. Those were the tag teams that
was the tag team in the Dark Order.
Those were the original two.
Yeah.
That joined in after after Uno and yeah.
We have Wardlow losing his title for the second time in like 2 nights against Powerhouse Hobbs. Bam.
Oh my God, Jay Lethal is amazing.
Of course.
See, I'm trying to get there.
And then let's see. We are going to talk about Raw. But first off, there was a certain somebody backstage at Raw this week.
Oh man, won't go away.
Because has a new mustache.
I didn't see this. I need to see this picture.
No, you got to look at the picture.
I don't know how true that picture is. But if so, Jesus Christ. He's like, yo, no one's going to know it's me if I have a mustache on.
No, he think it's going to make people to respect him.
You only respect men with mustaches.
Yeah. I see y'all like people with facial hair now.
Everybody believes that he was there because Cena was there.
Yeah, he said he was there to see Cena.
I would have been like, bro, you could have FaceTimed him.
Nah, he wouldn't have a chance to blow him. Yeah, so.
We also got a mention of King and Queen of the Ring. I believe that is happening in May in Saudi Arabia, which, if I'm not mistaken, that's happening the same weekend as Double or Nothing.
Oh my God, ain't no way.
I know, right? There is a lot. I don't even know how I'm going to be fucking. Yeah, I know, right?
That's going to be a fun weekend, boys. A fun
Think about it. We gotta do our predictions, man.
Yeah. That's the whole show is just predictions. And then on Tuesday, they announced at Stand and Deliver WrestleMania weekend, it's Carmelo Hayes versus Braun Breaker for the NXT title, which Carmelo Hayes will win.
Yes.
And on Raw and or SmackDown, guess who will be showing up?
Braun. As he should have been like a year ago.
You ain't fucking right.
No, if he was in there a year ago, they would have probably ran the family angle through him too. Like the royal family.
I feel like they're gonna put him on Raw because there's already a Braun on SmackDown, and you can't have two people with the same name.
Man, they're gonna change his name anyway.
Change it just back to Steiner, like it's
exactly.
Yeah.
And I really want him to tag with Rick Boogs.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'd be okay with that.
And then become updated version of the Steiner brothers.
That will work. I would be for it. That one I would actually be for. And then you can call them the Steiner brothers, even though Rick Boogs ain't a Steiner.
The new boss.
Shit. Yeah, they could be that. They can be that. They can. Oh man, fuck. Why is the name escaping me? I can see them in the same ilk of Jannetty and Michaels.
Oh,
the Rockers.
Rock and Roll Express.
The Rockers.
The Rockers.
Okay.
Yeah, I could see them in the same ilk as that. Even though I don't think any one of them is really high flying.
No, well,
Brown can be.
Yeah, Braun, he does the Steiner shit. What does Rick call his move? Not the Steiner recliner. The Frankensteiner. There we go.
Yeah, the hook around off the top rope.
Yeah. I can see that. I can see them doing that. Shit, even put them in the same color schemes or designs. Like the color schemes would be different, but the designs could be, man, they would. This 80s resurgence that's going on is freaking phenomenal. Like even FTR with their whole little thing that they're doing with their video, their entrance video and everything. That's all reminiscence of the 80s and shit.
Old school.
Yeah. So I'm loving this. Like shit. Jey Uso in the belly shirts. That's 80s. Like, and old becomes new again. So I'm for it.
We had some major things happen on Raw. They said, because as of right now, we all believe, or there's talks that Ronda Rousey's hurt right now. So them being in a tag team match might not happen. So it's going to be a 6-woman tag with Damage Control versus Becky, Lita, and Trish. That's been set. Yep. But the biggest things to happen is John Cena came back to Monday Night Raw. And I know, Audie, you had some stuff to say about his little tit for tit with the United States champion, Austin Theory. So I'm going to let you get that off your chest right now.
Okay. All I'm saying, I'm glad that Austin Theory is in a promo with, is in a story with John Cena. But I feel that promo did more harm for Austin Theory than good. And the reason why I say that is the lingo, the things that he was saying inside of that ring is going to, how can I say it?
Bury him?
It seemed like he was really burying him. Because even if he wins, you still lose because you're going to have to be up here without me. So even if that wasn't the thing, now he made it a thing. So Austin Theory wins. He puts on a great promo that is overshadowed by how many people are becoming disinterested just because they're Cena stands and they feel like he's not really worth this time and energy. We've seen this before. So him doing that, I think that it was a good intentions on him doing that because he probably feels like he can stand to the moment, like he can live up to that or surpass the expectation that after he's gone, he got nothing, which I fully believe that he does. But when you get John Cena to do that to you, it never makes it good for the other opponent. I mean, for the opponent.
He's done it to
Roman Reigns.
He's done it to Roman Reigns. And I think he's done it to like one more person. And when he did it to Roman Reigns, that completely like broke him down. Not break him down, but it kind of knocked him down a little bit. And technically, Baron Corbin has never like got back up there.
No, I mean, in all seriousness, like it took from Roman. I had a joke. I'm gonna hold it. I'll fuck it up and say it. It took from Roman to have cancer, go away, beat cancer, come back,
get fake teeth.
to actually, and it wasn't even right away. They cheered him for a moment, and then he got into the storyline with Baron Corbin and all that. Or was that before? No, that was after. Baron Corbin and the dog food shit?
No. That was after. Yeah. Because he went away, I believe, right after that.
Okay. That whole thing was too close to the time of leaving. So, but yeah, it took him to go away and come back.
Because he didn't come back to damn near halfway through the pandemic, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was literally he had to go beat cancer in order for him to get that John Cena burial out of the way. I mean, it don't happen. Like John Cena is great on the mic. In fact, I will make the argument that he can be too good, especially when it's him getting into his rhythm. It's too good, but he goes in with,
He even when he was feuding with The Rock, he was like, "Oh, I see you have stuff written on your wrist." Blah 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 blah.
Yeah. So I mean, but with that, the same way that he went, that same formula does more damage than good. So when it was happening, I was like, hearing the first couple of things was like cool, but as it went on, I'm like, this is the same thing that got Roman buried. This is the same thing that and that's what I got. And so I'm like, this wasn't a good look. So I didn't like it. And for you to be your legacy, I understand that you're trying to keep your legacy intact. You can't look like you're just trying to get the dude over, but you can't bury the active roster that way.
Yeah.
Especially if they're trying to get him to be the next you.
Yeah. Because everybody's saying that right now his character is based off of John Cena's Ruthless Aggression era Cena.
Yeah. And we see it. And he could have just literally just went through your carbon copy of me. He could have literally went about it that route. And say that, the carbon copy can never beat the original. And then when he wins that as Nasha's belt without tarnishing the legacy, it would look more like passing the torch. But
he did the same thing that Roman last year for SummerSlam.
Oh, motherfucker.
What, that? No, you say he did the same thing to Roman last year.
Yeah, like him saying that you're supposed to be my replacement.
Yeah. Okay. And with that one, wasn't that the one where he was like, you can do all of this and all I need is 1, 2, 3. That's all I need.
I believe so.
Yeah, that one was good. But he couldn't say the exact same thing to that Roman. That Roman is where he was at the time.
Yeah.
So he couldn't say that to him. But if he would have said that to Austin Theory, it would have pushed him up without tarnishing his legacy. But now you just put a mark on Austin Theory's back. So I didn't like it.
I've seen a lot of people who didn't care for it as well because of that same factor and again, the history of John Cena and burying other people.
Yeah.
Like he might not have meant it that way, but yeah, it definitely came off that way.
And I wish he would have done it first because it would allow Austin Theory to have this is the exact reason why you don't meet your heroes. Like he could have went and did all of that and it would have said, this is why you don't meet your heroes. They try to bury you. They look like dicks in front of everybody and they want to do it under the guise of being, I'm just the guy. And that could have worked. The other way around is different.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm laughing because of what AEW tweeted. It's International Women's Day, and you know what that means. AEW Dynamite is coming to you live from Sacramento, California. The AEW All-Atlantic Championship match kicks off action with the champion Orange Cassidy. Okay, there.
Yeah.
You gabagool? Put a woman there if you're going to tweet that.
Right.
Yeah. That.
Oh, I got a feeling Jeff Jarrett taking this title off of Orange Cassidy.
Is Jeff Jarrett? I thought it was Orange or Jay Lethal.
No.
Nah.
I'm saying he's gonna be the one to take it off.
Oh, got you.
Yeah. Lethal just lost, actually.
Yeah, Lethal just lost, and Jeff Jarrett just came and hit him. Like, yeah.
Hit Jay Lethal or Orange Cassidy?
Orange
Cassidy.
Yeah.
Again, I'm very sick and tired of Orange Cassidy and Danhausen. Like, I get it. Everybody loves him. He's not a bad wrestler, but I'm annoyed by him now.
Turn him heel.
What do you turn?
Oh, you talking about having the best friend turn on Orange Cassidy?
Anybody.
Jeff Jarrett is too good. I just want to say that. He is too good.
Yeah.
All right. But now that, how do y'all feel about the whole promo?
I feel like it's always going to be Cena, MJF, Punk. I don't want to be in the mic with any of them guys.
Yeah.
It is not going to end well.
Yeah, I feel the same. Sorry, I'm trying to tweet to them like, yo, should have put Jay Cargill on there.
Oh, you know what this is? What if Joe stole the TNT championship?
That's what everybody says. Like, what if this is a work? But here's the thing though, because I don't know if he was still in San Francisco or in Sacramento where the show is. But San Francisco is known for Cargill.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So it's kind of on him.
Okay.
They just put it on the show, so I'm like, I bet you it was Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah, they show a tweet from Roylo. Hobbs like he did that shit on purpose. He know I was coming to take that tonight. Tell him, Hobbs.
Yeah, let him know. Yeah.
But then we had the most emotional part of the night.
Man.
Well, first we had Solo Sikoa versus Kevin Owens. And
yeah, that started the show.
I believe Solo lost by disqualification.
Good.
Yeah.
Solo first loss. Which then they were beating KO down, which brought out Sami Zayn. KO still is saying that he doesn't want to team with Sami.
Mm-hmm.
I said that backwards, but whatever. KO doesn't want to team with Sami. Then later in the night, when they had Rick Boogs and Elias talking, in the background, you see Cody Rhodes talking to KO. Like, that is the one thing with this, like, the new Triple H era-ish, is you see, like, some breadcrumbs in the background shots.
Yeah.
Yeah, Easter eggs, breadcrumbs, however you want to call it.
I'm literally, I know that we're giving Triple H that. I really want to try to say that's, I can make an argument that is definitely a Cody Rhodes input.
No,
no. I'm not talking about just that situation. That's been happening since Cody's been there. Even before, yes.
Well, I mean, Cody was gone though.
No, in the beginning, once Cody Rhodes started coming back, there was stuff that was happening before the injury. I want to say, I'm trying to remember last.
They used to do a lot of stuff with Nikki Ash and
in the background, like with the whole car accident and all that stuff. We were saying that was him. That was Jungle Boy trying to get to Christian still. Like they was in that accident. But that's what I'm saying. Since Cody's been there have been more types of things like that. Even with the whole Bray Wyatt coming back and all of that, and they start doing all that. I believe that
her business stuff.
Yeah, they've been doing stuff in the background since Cody's gotten there. And that was one of the things that I started to praise WWE. I was like, oh, it looks like they're going in another direction with his type of input. And then Vince was still doing the same old Vince shit. And then we was like, never mind. And then Triple H took over and he's given them the reins in that type of ilk. And I really want to say that Cody, I believe that minds like Cody and Bray Wyatt being there kind of helps out the show because they are show people.
Oh, never mind. It's just juice.
Yeah, and then on top of that is the another way of seeing it is that since Cody left, they stopped doing that on AEW. So they start doing it on WWE and stop doing it on AEW.
I will say also, in NXT, the most dangerous place is the parking lot.
Freaking parking lot.
Place in AEW is backstage area.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people going in that parking lot. There's something happening there every week. Somebody always laid out.
I would run. Like, no, I'm getting in here.
Is that okay? When you say Juice, is that Juice Robinson?
That is Juice Robinson. Just like Ricky Starks, yeah.
Okay.
I seen Bullet Club and I got excited.
Yeah, I know. We heard it.
Rock hard, Juice Robinson. Rock hard. Get out of here with that.
But then we also had at the end of the night, Jimmy. Was it Jimmy? Yeah, Jimmy.
Yeah, Jimmy and Sammy.
Yeah.
And Jay ended up coming out. Jimmy ended up losing with a roll up.
Mm-hmm.
Then everybody thought that Jay was going to join Sammy, and you said something about it looked like he was until he looked at his brother.
Yeah.
And then bam, super kick to Sammy. Because this is some family shit, Oos.
Yeah.
Toss him back in the ring, beat down, till Cody Rhodes makes the save.
Man, I'm so glad that it wasn't Kevin Owens.
They should have jumped his ass too. I don't know why
they should have. And Solo wanted to stay there and fight.
Yeah,
he was ready. He probably would have beat the brakes off of that. But no.
Solo for marrying a beautiful black queen.
Congrats. Yeah, he just got married.
Of the black women.
Yeah. But going back, that is, he literally, all right, when we see people getting ready to do a double cross looking like they're about to team with somebody, it is never with that level of emotion.
No.
Yeah.
No way.
And so if we're going to keep in with kayfabe, that was intentional. As in, that was what he wanted to portray. That's what he wanted to do. He really wanted, I trust you, man. I trust, like he thought that he could escape. And then Jimmy laid down. He fell to his knees, maybe thinking of the type of torture that Roman would send him through, or just the hurt that he's not there with his brother. And Jay looked at him and you see the change in his face. Dude, can we talk about the Oscar? Can we talk about the Oscars? Hey, Oscars, you need to have Jay Uso as Best Supporting Actor in an episodic TV series. Because this is everything.
This is cinema.
People talk about Roman Reigns being able to tell a story with his face. Jay has been able to do the exact same thing lately.
Oh yeah.
And the fact, and we seen Jimmy get more into the story of what's going on. So we built a connection with Jimmy when we understood what he did when he was talking to Sammy. What did you expect us to do? This, that, we understood him. And that's the best thing that you can do about a villain.
Yeah.
Is making them be understood. Making them be, I don't want to say relatable. I want to relatable, not agreeable. Like we don't agree with what he did, but we understand
why
where
you did it.
Right.
Yeah.
And so now we got an emotional tie to that. And so when we see Jimmy on his knees, we feel the exact same way that Jay felt like, oh shit, this is going to be bad, which prompted Jay to throw up the ones because he wants to make it look like I'm doing this for the family, even though he's doing it for his brother. Because if he would have just super kicked him, Roman will come like, what made you think that you could just tell him you trust him like that? Yeah. So now, but him saying the ones is like, no, I'm with this. I may have had a lapse, but I'm with this. And so this is perfect storytelling.
Perfect.
Best
storyline of years.
For them to finally bring Kevin Owens out to it, to really set up the match. I believe night one should be the main event.
No question. No question. There's not a debate. When I saw this happening, I was like, the tag titles need to be on the line, and this needs to be night one. Roman does not have to pull double duty. And I said that the title belt, if they pulled it off right, the title belt won't feel like a consolation prize for Sammy. Yeah. This is not going to be a consolation prize. And this is going to be supreme storytelling. And I believe within my heart, Jimmy is going to pull a Keith Lee and walk away in the middle of a match, leaving his brother along with Sammy. And I think that Sammy won't be able to pull the trigger because he still loves Jimmy, and it's going to be Kevin. And they're going to have that mutual moment of saying Jimmy looking at Sammy, knowing exactly why Jay did what he did. And he wants to walk away, but he can't. And Sammy seeing that and feel mercy for him. Like, I can't do this to you because I know you don't want to be there either. And Kevin Owens like, and that'd be it. And it's crazy that I'm talking about wrestling as storyboarding for a movie, but this is what this shit is really feeling like. So
I say have him lose clean to KO and Sammy. Yeah. And Roman just like, I can't believe y'all lost. And they just turn over on night two. Ooh, that's how he loses to Cody.
Yeah, that one. I don't know. Is that I think that this story, that would be.
That's a good plan B.
That is a good plan B. Now that I'm thinking about it, him turning on. But if he walks away and Jimmy loses and he turns on Jimmy, you still supposed to be able to take care of them. And that could be the spark for Jay to really be like, you know what? Hey, forget that, Oos. You ain't about family, and I'm coming for you. It could be a whole thing that leads up to SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Because I want that to be SummerSlam, and I do want it to go on for that long. I swear, selfishly, I can see how they can push it for that long. I can understand if they do a backlash or something else and they give it to them there, but I think that this is a SummerSlam worthy event.
So, they just announced not too long ago that the next premium live events are not going to be in like greater America. So Backlash is going to be in Puerto Rico.
Ooh.
I kind of want to fly to Puerto Rico for that.
Shit, me too.
That's an easy trip right there. Like an hour fly. King and Queen of the Ring, which they just announced. I cannot wait for that again. Is going to be in Saudi Arabia. And Money in the Bank is going to England. I am so excited just for people in Europe, UK, and all that to finally get a pay-per-view. Clash of the Castle was great. Bank is going to be so much hotter.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God. Oh yeah, when is Backlash? Because let's see how much Puerto Rico is.
Okay. While you look at that up, is there anything else?
Not that I have in mind.
All right. So I am going to bring this question back to you. I'm pretty sure y'all at least thought about it for a second. And I won't ask for a list. Give me one wrestler that you feel never has to win the title and you'll be completely okay with because their status is so legendary?
Jericho.
You stole mine. All right. Chris, you got one?
To be honest, maybe Randy Orton.
I
Orton
definitely
needs to win another title again. He's just there for the fun at this point.
Yeah. I'm gonna say this, and I know this one is gonna be a controversial, but the more that I think about it, the more that I'm gonna say it.
Shawn Spears.
No, Shawn Spears need one.
Yeah,
Shawn Spears needs one. TNT tag something.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna say Roman Reigns. After this run is over,
oh yeah,
I think anybody would. I think WWE would be a fool to put it back on him at any point in the next decade. This reign is so perfect that it shouldn't even be ran back because it's going to. It will never be this good.
Yeah, but the second round wouldn't be as good.
Yeah, it will never be this good. So I'm definitely going to say Roman.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, I agree with everybody else too. Like all of those is good answers. I don't think there's not really any one wrong answer, but the only reason why I said mine would have been more controversial is because he's still active in the sense of I don't think he really reached his prime. I think that if anything, this would be the peak.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as him as a wrestler, he hasn't really been in his prime like that. I think he got some great years on him. I could see another 20 years of him wrestling if he wants to. He doesn't have to have another title. He might not, but I don't think that he would need another title. If you threw a tag title on him, maybe that'd be cool. But
him and Seth,
yeah. But if he doesn't, that'd probably be the one caveat. If Jon Moxley ever goes back to WWE, they put the Shield back together. Then I would say, hey, they need to dominate Roman as the one, and John and Dean and Seth winning the tag, and that being like amazing. Yeah. But other than that, no. All right. So another episode is in the books, people. Yes. Yeah, this was a good long one. This is these recaps is recaps and the predictions. It's like we do one every other week. Yeah. So, but
we'll have the freaking thing up there. Backlash, because it's only $200 for a ticket to Puerto Rico.
Oh wow, that's awesome. But with that being said, nobody told you that they love you today. I love you. If nobody said that you're awesome, we feel that you're awesome. And with us feeling that you're awesome, could you please do the most awesome thing of liking, sharing, and subscribing? I mean, I've seen y'all subscribe, but like and comment. We want to hear from you. Let us know what some of our takes are. Like if it's hot garbage, let me know it's hot garbage. I've been doing stuff on TikTok and those guys been quick to tell me that I'm on coke. So please.
People on Twitter and people have quick to tell me that I'm childish for liking MJF throwing a drink on a child.
Yeah, see? So just talk to us. Put them in the comments. Let us know what you think. But we think that you're awesome. Remember that everything that you're going through right now is only temporary. It's only there to make you better, make you learn. So please take in these moments, good, bad, or indifferent. Learn them, own them, and grow from them. And until next time, I want you to just keep doing what you love, and that is watching, being part of, participating, actually being in a tag match, not declining. Not declining AEW's invitations and stuff like that. Please just be a part of wrestling. Thank you, and good night.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
And no WCW superstars next week either. I'm on these guys' heads.
you about to give me a ton of impact, and I know.
I sure is.
All right, but see.
Peace.